Let's do a little cross-curricular thing here. Every time I teach functions, I always think about that Schoolhouse Rock song that most of you probably don't know, but it goes like, what is it? Function, conjunction, function, what's your, conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and da-da-da-da-da. No? Anybody know what I'm talking about? You know, they used to play those in the 80s on Saturday mornings when you were watching cartoons. Nope? Okay. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and okay, that's it. Let's talk about some math now. Relations and functions, identifying functions. A function, what is a function? A function is a math rule where one input produces one unique output. Here's an example of a really basic function. Let's put it right here. Something like this. Y equals 2x. If I put in a 1, 2 times 1, out comes a 2. If I put in a 2, out comes, I put in a 2, out comes a 4. If I put in an 8, out comes a 16. This is a really basic function. Each x, though, gets only one y, and that's what we're going to need to know here. That for every x I put in, only one y can come out. Because it'd be bad if I put an x in and 2 things come out. Imagine a machine. You put in a piece of aluminum, and out comes a can. You put in a piece of copper and out comes a penny. You put in a piece of titanium and out comes a golf club. Okay? But what if your machine does this? You put in a piece of copper and out comes a penny, and then out comes something else that's made of copper, a piece of copper roofing or a piece of copper pipe. That'd be crazy. A machine that you put in like a piece of aluminum and you don't even know what's going to come out. Maybe a can comes out. Maybe an engine block comes out. That'd be crazy. So for every one thing I put in, one thing has to come out. 1x in, 1x out. Okay, let's look at this. This is what a function would look like. If I put in this top one is going to be a function. This is a function. If I put in 1, let's do this, and out comes 2. I put in 2, and out comes 4. I put in 3, and out comes 6, and I put in 4, and out comes 8. That's a nice little function. Now here's something, I'm going to break it. I'm going to make it not a function. This is a function. Watch this. We're going to make it not a function. I put in 1, and out comes in 2. I put in 1, and out comes a 5. Oh, no! 1 and a 2. That's not a function. Something's crazy here. If I put in a 1, I better all the time have the same thing coming out of it. Now, what if I had a 3 and a 6 and a 2 and an 8? That's great. But I put in a 1, out comes a 2. I put in a 1, out comes a 5. What's going on? This is not a function. Okay, so let's look at some functions here. Or are they functions? Look at this guy. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, negative 2. That's cool. This is negative, that was actually negative 5, negative 2, sorry. This is negative 2, negative 3, negative 2, negative 3. I'm looking good. This is 2, negative 3. That's okay. And this is 3, 2. I put in a negative 5, out comes a negative 2. Great. I put in a negative 2, out comes a negative 3. Great. I put in a 2, out comes a negative 3. That's okay. It's when I start duplicating my x's that things are going to get crazy. This was in goes 1, out comes 2, in goes 1, out goes 5. Crazy. Negative 2, negative, positive 2. This is good. This is a function. Yes, this is a function. Now, I'm going to mess it up. Actually, I'm not going to mess this one up. I'm going to go on to another problem. Let's look at this guy. Now let's see if does this work, or am I going to freak out? In goes an 8, out comes a 1. In goes an 8, out comes a 6? What? That doesn't make any sense. I put in a piece of aluminum and out comes a can. I put in a piece of aluminum and out comes an engine block. What kind of crazy machine is this? This doesn't make any sense. This is not a function. Anytime that this number here is like V'ing off like this, anytime you see something like this, that is bad. That is not a function. Something crazy is happening there. How about this one? Is this a function? Well, -7 is getting a 14. 17 is getting a 20. 11 is getting a 20. That's okay. I know this seems weird. You're freaking out. Hey, look at that. This 20. No, it's all about the x. If the x is duplicating, then we've got to really be concerned. This is fine. Look at this. This is -7 is going to 14. 17 is going to 20. 11 is going to 20. This is okay. Sorry, you can't see that. This is okay. This is good. This, something like that, is bad. Bad. Okay, that's it for that video. Oh, so what did I decide? This is a function, yes. Look out for those x's that pop up twice. Those are the ones that usually break it and make it not a function.